welcome back to A Morning. Well, the photography sort of experience can either be really, really good or with little kids really, really bad. When they don't want to stay posed. And so that is the whole premise behind a new business by Robin Andrew, who's joining us right now, and her photography business is called UNPOSED.
That's right.
I love the premise behind this. So tell us the idea you had behind this.
So the basic idea is, I think a lot of people think of family portraits and such, and they think of, oh, you know, I've got to stand like this.
The
I've got to
quivering
move my
smile.
Head. Yes.
You're waiting.
Like hands
Tilt
placed
down,
Yeah.
shoulder up, chin up, yes.
Yeah.
But the basic concept is that instead of formal posing, what I get people to do is to play and have fun. People of all ages, from kids to older. And when they're playing and having fun, you get much more natural pictures with much more life. And, you know, I think great
So you've got
pictures.
your own studio where you do this?
I do. I have a studio just outside of Carlton Place. What used to be my garage
Nice. Converted.
is now a 600 square foot studio. So I've got lots of space and
Lots of props.
lots of props. Yes, and I think you guys saw a couple of
Yeah,
them.
really played with them, yeah.
What's the response been? Because I know we had a blast. We're going to show footage of us actually doing a photo shoot with you. But what's the response been from families that are dying to kind of get a different look and different feel from their pictures when they show up?
Highly positive. It's quite funny, actually, because I often get very reluctant husbands. You know, they come in and I think they've been dragged there by their wives and such.
Yeah.
And they come out and, you know, it's quite funny. It's often that little moment when I hear them kind of going to their wife and saying, you know, this is actually kind of fun. You know? And so,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, here's us having fun with you. Here's the props we were talking about. But you just bring them out, and you're so casual and you're so laid back, and you just, you know what? You kind of give the inspiration, and we take off with it. And the whole shooting experience, it's not just being happy with the photos after. The whole experience was fun.
Well, I like to think it's because the experience is fun, that that's what makes a picture so great, right? That everyone's, you know, relaxed. They're not really thinking about the fact that they're having their picture taken. They're just having fun. And that makes much more natural images.
No, you've got to be very talented, because with the amount of movement that we were doing, I was surprised once we saw the final shots that you could actually really capture us, despite the movements, some great photos. Is that challenging to do with that much movement, though?
It can be a little bit. I mean, you need a lot of light. I mean, that's why it was a bit challenging with you guys, because I actually set up the studio down here.
Yeah.
The majority of my work I do in my studio, where I have a custom light set up, and with lots of light, you can catch movement very quickly.
Well, here's the
there
results. Some of our photos. Love this. It's just so natural. You know, we're all laughing, and some really great shots you're able to get.
Was it hard to choose? I mean, once you kind of head in, and then I guess there's still the touch-ups, there's still everything else that goes with it.
Yeah, I mean, I tend to take a lot of pictures because, you know, I mean, and I try and pick out the ones that I like the best, like my white gloves here I just put on.
Right.
I was going to say, I don't know if I mean, one of the favorite pictures I had that I don't think you showed in there, which...
Oh, there it is.
There it is. That's the one I was going to show you, I guess.
That's your favorite photo, and that's so Kurt. You really captured the essence that is Kurt.
I noticed he's not here today, isn't he?
He was afraid. No. He's enjoying a nice day off, but we wanted to show you some of the other examples that you brought in, and we got to see them when we did the photo shoot, and we fell in love with these photos, but they're around our set right now. We're going to show you some of them. This one, Leanne and I, we just fell in love with this one.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, that was a fairly recent picture, actually. I only took that one about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I just thought that baby had the most wonderful expressions.
Well, and you think about it, what's the baby going to do? You can't, you know, get the baby to sit and sit with you for a length of time, so get them crawling, and to be able to capture it. I love that photo. And then there's one of your dad.
Well, I think that's not the one we're showing right now.
Oh, okay.
This is a family portrait. Again, natural, unposed. And you can see they're all having fun. There's no way those kids at those ages would have sat pretty for you for any
I'll
length
hold
of
this
time.
one up.
3-year-olds just don't like sitting pretty.
This is your dad.
This is my father.
Love this one. This is an example of your seasonal photography.
Yes, it is, yeah. My dad ran for mayor of Fredericton recently, and I threatened to use that as his campaign poster.
I bet you he would have won.
You know, even for the cards that you send out, a lot of people do cards over the season, Christmas cards with it's a picture. Kind of a fun idea there as well.
Love it. It's such a great concept. It's so much fun, and the results, as you can see, are just outstanding and original.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah.
So congratulations. I know it's a big step because you were working for Nortel.
That's right. My original background is in high tech. I was living over in London, England, and I was working for Nortel, and I was one of the lucky people who, when the downfall fell, I walked away with a big package. So I spent a year in London, studied photography while I was over there, moved back to Canada, and I originally started doing this photography work part-time while I worked in high tech to pay the bills,
Right.
and started going well enough that a year ago, almost to the day, I started doing it full time, and it's been great ever since. Yeah.
Congratulations, gorgeous shots.
Unposed.com. You can get more information and see exactly what Robin's doing out there just past Carlton Place. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much.
We're going to
Thanks.
steal some of those pictures. I know they're nice keepsakes for us.